some point this will be on. Is it on right now? No, it's not on right now. How do I turn? Well, the music went down, so I figured the talking would. That one's on. How y'all feeling? Cool, cool. Hey, my name's Jason Alon Butler. I perform with a group project called Fever 333, and thank you, that's cool. I just wanted to say hello. I wanted to thank everybody, the bands, of course, the artists, the activists, but I think most importantly, because those people are also included in this term, I want to thank the community. I want to thank the community for having us, the community for letting us be here, granting us a space and a platform. I want to say thank you to the Chance Theater for letting us here do this Brickyard thing. I wanted to sort of explain really quickly what this whole thing is. Essentially, we were slated to play the 50th anniversary of Woodstock today. So we were supposed to do that today. And what had happened was, I guess, from what I understand logistically and some other things, they couldn't have the festival. So they canceled the festival, and this is no fault to anybody. But once that happened, we started talking about how we could continue the idea, the essence, and the beliefs that came alongside Woodstock 50 years ago. And we did a little bit of studying, and we started to figure out that Woodstock, I guess, in a nutshell, was about freedom and peace and love and music and trying to figure out ways to bring people together. Now, I know there was a lot of crazy shit that happened at Woodstock, too. I know there was a lot of consumption of various things and a lot of feces. I heard about that, is what I read. So we're not going to be shitting on the floor today. We're going to respect where we at. And you could do whatever you want, however you want to do it, but we want to make sure that everybody is respecting not only the people around them, but respecting yourself. You know what I'm saying? Finding a way to treat yourself in a way that is powerful, okay? Because we got to understand that we as a people inherently possess a power. And I know that people say this shit all the time, and there's buzzwords and there's triggers too, and there's things that people say that become cliched or hyperbolic, if you will. I just want to say with the most sincerity, with the absolute, the most I can put on this is that you are powerful, not just because you're here today, but you are powerful because you are here. You being here, not just in this space, but just your very existence is a type of power. And you give that power to people when you buy things, when you are present at events, when you support something, when you open your eyes, but most powerfully when you open your mind. Again, I know this is like some hippie shit, okay? I get it. I'm from the hood, like, you know what I'm saying? We don't usually talk like this, but we should. Is this live stream right now? To everybody in the hood, I know that y'all used to tell me I was corny. I was corny for being conscious, but I'm gonna tell you right now that wave, that conscious wave, that wave where we understand our power, where we take our power back and we exhibit and we exercise our power, that's the next wave, is our power. So it's not corny, and it's something you should never feel afraid to understand or to recognize your power. I want to say thank you again to the bands and the artists and the activists. Warren Thin, thank you so much. It was just incredible. Please give it up for Warren Thin. Beauty school dropout, two of my homies from home, came all the way from LA. Please show them some love. Oxymorons, y'all just had the best damn time with them, didn't you? And I also love the talk about community. I love the way that, okay, because where I'm from, and I know where y'all from, we have block parties. You know what I'm saying? We people come out and we cook and we put, you know what I'm saying? Like we got, so much like a block party, before I continue, we got local businesses right over here, you know what I'm saying? Everybody around here, they're local. You know what I'm saying? So please understand again, your community is so important. I'm not even from here, and I see how goddamn important your community is. It should be as important, if not more important, to y'all, because that's what you have. That's where you grow from. That is your nexus. That is your genesis. And I can't stress enough again, things like this, They got pop-up tents, but they also got brick and mortars. They got shops. You can go and support them. You can go get a tattoo. You can get, you know what I'm saying? You can go get some records. You could go get some damn coffee. You could go get your skate supplies. You know, you go get some food over here. We got them made from scratch in the back. You know what I'm saying? We got to make sure that we support locally, because we got all these ideas that we throwing around on the internet too. Because I know that that's a thing right now. That's a space that people live in. And we talk about how much we can do, but what are we actually doing? You know what I'm saying? What are we actually doing? We can talk all we want, but I think that times like this, moments like this, where y'all are here, you are being about this shit right now. And that to me is the most sexy, you know what I'm saying? That is the most lit. That is the most, if I could push a real life like button, I push that motherfucker every single day if I could. But we here right now, and all I can do is say thank you. And I hope that's enough for y'all to understand how important you are, not just today, but moving forward. And this whole thing that we did with this Woodstock, it might happen again, it might not. But I know that this is a moment in time, and I'm so very thankful for it. And I hope that y'all understand, again, how important you are to Woodstock, of course, but also to this community, also to the bigger picture, also to the collective consciousness, whatever you want to call it. I'm on my hippie shit right now. Janis Joplin, I see you, baby. So thank you so much. And I also want to say, again, there's acts coming up. So we got Syra, who's actually one of my favorite artists ever. She's one of the most talented people beyond just art, just as a person. She's unbelievably talented. So thank you for being a part of this today. Also, Syra, I'm going to tell y'all right now. If you got some shit you need to work out in your life, Syra gonna work that shit out for you. Syra will work your shit out, and she's very real, and there's an energy about Syra that I've known for so long. So today it's an honor for me personally to have her here. So personally, I just want to say thank you, and I hope that you feel that, and I hope that you get in that energy you deserve. And our friends in Keonashi, now they are on some shit. Okay? They are on some shit where there's convention, right? And there's a path and there's a road that they tell you to take in hardcore or metal or whatever rock-oriented thing. And they said, no, we ain't gonna do that. And they said, fuck that. And they did some other shit. I believe that art is so open. I believe that art is about expression at its core. I believe that art is so important to the evolution of a society. And when people take their art and they just twist it and they make it endemic to them, they create something that is indigenous to who they are as people, and then they represent that through art. I think that is just so important. And again, regarding the original essence of Woodstock to 50 years today, we must remember that art is so important. Art is necessary. Art precipitates every revolution, intellectual, romantic, political. It was precipitated by art. I know that when I'm doing my thing on stage, I'm out here wilding. I might be up on that motherfucking roof tonight. But to me, that's my art. You know, with the boys, with Steven, with Eric, what they do, that's their art. So we want to say thank you for allowing us the space to express ourselves freely, safely, and I encourage you all to have conversations, ask about each other, because we are in a very, very volatile time right now as a people, and it's so divisive. And I believe, I could be wrong, I make theories up all the time, but I believe that there is a power that is not as powerful as ours, but that is being utilized against us, and they want us to separate. Solidarity, strength in numbers, consciousness between a group of people, that is so powerful that it's frightening and it's dangerous. And I'm not going to sit here and tell you which power that is. You can probably assume I'm talking about governmentally, but also, again, sociopolitically, economically, culturally even. We must make sure that we do this as a people and understand that there are differences. That's another thing. I'm from a culture, I'm from black culture, as well as white culture, as well as indigenous culture, Native American culture. I grew up with a Latin family, you know what I'm saying? That was like my first love, was Latino woman. I also understand that there are cultures that I need to understand better. You know, Asian culture, Asian American culture. You know what I'm saying? I need to find my place, and understanding that when you open yourself up to knowing that you don't know it all, then you might actually be taking your first step to figuring some shit out. So if we could please today, if we could please have conversation, if we could please feel safe, if we can please make sure we make everybody feel safe, especially the women in this space. Yeah, I mean, I grew up, my mother taught me to be a man. My mom did, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to say thank you. And I want to make sure that everybody understands you are so powerful. Thank you for being here. Woodstock #1. Thank you guys for being here.
We're here live in the middle of what seems to be a very raucous yet somehow focused gathering. Hundreds, if not thousands of people have gathered here today to boisterously demand change. People of all ages, different colors, beliefs, and genders. One of the most eclectic gatherings I have ever witnessed, and they seem to be here in the name of progress for all people. I'm here with one of the participants now. Sir, what is it that you're here for? What do you want the world to know after today?
What I want them to know? I want them to know there's a motherfucking fever coming! Poughkeepsie, New York! Woodstock 2019, baby! Look alive, grab it down by the clock. Look alive, where the five will rock. Look alive, everybody look alive. Look alive. Thank you everybody for coming out tonight. Now get the fuck up. Whoa. See, we always on the run. Cause they be chasing us for fun. And when our neighborhood in pieces, they say to pray and look to Jesus. Like a camera with the sun. And we lost another one. Got a patch of our vision. So a hand that doesn't feed us. Walk out of knock like Malcolm with the answers like Kyrie. Black Panther, White Mother, or you better not try me. Walk out of my life watching. These shit don't drive me king. My city, what's that? Sometimes you got the devil, then the hell is what will settle. And if I had to pick a side, the single one until I die. With the necessary evil, fight fake and just people. Walk out of life like Malcolm, with answers like Kyrie. Black Panther, White Mother, or you did not try me. Walk out of Do you really want to know how I feel? Have you been waiting for that big reveal? Do you really want to know how I feel? Have you been waiting for that big reveal? You're not the only one that feels like the only one. You're not the only one. Feels like the only. Am I the only one? Am I the only one? I'm not the only one. Feels like the only one. Am I the only one? I'm the only one. I'm the only one. Feels like I'm third. Thank you, Woodstock.
Well, we fucking did it, didn't we? We all did it. We're very, very lucky to be here. Beyond just this stage, if you will, this platform, but overall, just the fact that we're able to be a project, discussing the things that we discuss, talking the way we talk, looking the way we look, and being accepted by so many people, being able to put something like this on in a week's time and have people show up and dedicate time, energy, belief into this is so very important, and it really is indicative of the strength of community. So thank you for sharing your community, your power, your strength with us today. We appreciate it. We wrote a song a while ago that was nominated for a musical accolade, and while we are very appreciative of that acknowledgement, we really hoped for people to look at what we were saying and why we were saying it. The song is called Made in America, and it's about, thank you, it's about how we utilized people, specifically black, brown, immigrant, and women's bodies we have utilized for so many years to create the country that we are in today. And for some odd reason, we choose to shun and cast aside and displace these people. We want to say thank you to those people. We want to honor those people. And in this song, we said that we are the melanin felons. We are the product of plundering policy that you gotta love. Casinos, amigos on 40 acres. Huh. They built this shit on our backs. We made it in America. Living in terror all while they terrorize. Cover your eyes cause people terrified. Fuck all the promises you were promised cause where we land is certainly where we fall. All for one, but none for all. No stars, dead bodies on the boulevard. Cop cars is true killers and they still at large. Where we land is where we certainly fall. This song's called Made in America.
We are the melanin felons, we are the product of plundering policy that you gotta learn. Casinos, amigos on 40 acres, they built this shit in our back, made in America. Living in terror while they terrorize. Cover your eyes cause people terrified. Fuck all the promises you were promised, cuz they cutting your oxygen to you. Where we land, one for one, when none for all. No store, dead bodies on the boulevard. Cop cars, two gas, and they're still in law. Where we land is where we fall. Cover the dead bodies of wide blocks. The government giving ghettos that crack rock. Making quotas, I bet the soda and mad shots. This ain't no theory, I saw it happen on my block. Only having 7 heroin with a 9 to 5. My brother's burning down the block, his body almost died. Give it back, legal breakers and genocide. Call it cleaning up the streets, we call it. Where we land is where we fall. One for one, when none for all. No stores, bodies on the boulevard. God, God, guns and they're still in line. Where we land is where we fall. Cause you made America, you made America. We made it America. Bang your fucking head! Oh! Whoa, okay! Let me say! Lift every voice and sing. Where we land is where we all for one, when none for all. Those stores, dead bodies on the boulevard. Cop cars, two gas, and they still in rock. Where we land is where we fall. Made in America, made in America. Made in America, made in America.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, y'all. We appreciate you very much.
In the spirit of '69 at Woodstock, they were talking a lot about love. Love can be expressed in many different ways, many shapes and forms. And one of the ways we choose to express our love is to perform for people like yourselves, wherever we can, whenever we can, but for one specific reason, so that we can provide a safe space for people to enjoy themselves and express themselves the way they know they are. I've never done this before, and I understand that we're in 2019 and you need consent to touch somebody. But if that person next to you consents, just put your arm around that person for 1 second, please, and just say, thank you for being here. We appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I see you, thank you. Look around this crowd, and there are young children in this crowd. I want to say to the young ladies in the crowd, the young women in the crowd, you make this world go round. This world will tell you that you have to be one thing or another, but first things first, you are powerful. And we appreciate the young ladies, and we respect the young ladies. We celebrate the young ladies. We got young men in the crowd. We want to say thank you to the young men in advance for celebrating these young women the way they deserve, for growing up in a world that is much more accepting than the one we are in right now. We want to say thank you to those young men. Hands up like this real quick. One hand is just fine. Thank you so much. Look around this room, or this, I guess this alley, right? Look at the faces, the places, the shapes and shades, and understand we are here under one truth, and that is our own truth, and that is yours, that is your power. Do not let them take that from you. Keep your hands up. Now put your hands down. Put your hands up. Now put your hands down. This one goes out to Syra. Now go up, down, up, down. Hip hop up, down, down. There you go, Woodstock. Hey! I told you I'd be a rapper one day. Here we go. Here we go. Oh. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my family. Yeah. What does the policy to keep you on your knees? What does a one in jail? Another young black man, they kinda look like me. Well, all you did not make was gonna seal your fate. Voice like you got no choice, but we the remedy. When the lies return, to survive we learn. 'Cause now you're one of us. They'll cut you down with your speak too much. 'Cause now you're one of us. What did you expect from us? And what did you expect? So I'ma do it like this. Yeah, they gotta isolate. They gotta segregate this just to keep us down, keep us broken down, keep us on the street. Another body laying on the floor now. Everybody better take that tone now. Talking about it, everything they saw. Justice, no peace, we at war with the law. When the laws we saw to survive with us. 'Cause now you're one of us. They'll cut you down if you speak too much. 'Cause now you're reminds me of block parties back at home. So let's have some fun. I'ma come in there real quick. Watch this. Follow me. Stand up or die on your knees. 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 Now right step, now left step, now left step, now right step, now right step now, left step now, left step now. Just bounce, and 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 just bounce. Get the fuck up! Stand up, die on your neck. Stand up, stand up, die on your neck. Stand up. Thank you, Poughkeepsie. When the life we try to survive, we must. 'Cause now you're one of us. They will cut you down with this thing to us. 'Cause now you're one of us. Stand up, die on your neck. Stand up, die on your neck. Stand up, die on your neck. Stand up.
We are the minority. We are the majority. Fuck your lies and fuck your greed. We are the majority.
That's right, y'all. If you're not the bone, brand new, that you was trying to be with me. Come on. Come on. Give it up for Eric Capote, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. This is
fun. I love it.
amazing.
I love it. We having a good time? USA, USA.
So, I recently, well, a couple years ago now, but relatively it's recent, I had a son. His name is Pascal Nashoba Butler. And once I had my son, everything changed for me. Oh, thank you so much. I try. The things that changed were the biggest things were how I saw myself. Not necessarily a selfish way, but a much more self-aware way. I understand that what I do today affects tomorrow, next week, next year, and affects our children. When we are gone,
God willing, our children will be here to inhabit the earth, but also they will take on our debts. So what we do today, the choices we make today will affect our children. Your sons, your daughters, your cousins, your nieces, your nephews, your little homie down the street will be affected by your choices. I am not here to tell you what to do or how to do it. None of us are, none of us can. We don't hold that kind of power. But we are here to ask you to think about the children. Even if just for tonight, please, on behalf of my son who can't really ask you this yet, please, on behalf of my son, on the sons and daughters, the cousins, the nieces, the nephews, the little homies, please try to do a little bit better today so that tomorrow is a better fucking place for these kids. That's all we ask. Where I'm from Inglewood, California, and I was dedicating this song to my son, but I was also dedicating it to a local hero. They called him Nipsey Hussle, and when we talk about community, he's one of the first people that come to my mind. So, shouts out to Nipsey Hussle. Shouts out to anybody that wants to do a little bit better. Shouts out to you, because I see you. I see you. The song's called Inglewood. Hey! Imagine being born in a hospital whose doors open up right into a cemetery. How's that for metaphor? Living behind the jet strip where women remove their clothes for tips. What was the alternative? How else they feed their kids? A den for men that feel no love, from block to block, from blood to cuz. When my dad walked through the door, ain't remember who he was. I was 7, watching riots while the neighbors rolled them tires. Down the street with Dayton rims, you watch the news, I lived in it. Look at the signs that say back on, so we're gonna leave that shop alone. Burning down the Burger King, ghetto coming back to take the thought that my brother get my bloody. He was trying to keep the peace. Now I hear a whole new meaning when they scream. When you're lost, I'll find you. Through twilight and Baldwin Hills. When it's dark, I'll light you. I promise I will fulfill. Nothing's wasted, moments wasted. Still my heart. When you're lost, I'll find you on the south side of Inglewood. I grew up in a different world, but had a thing for Latin girl. She said I'm not Hispanic or Latina, I'm Mexican. That's what Peter, her uncle, said. Boy, I don't like it, so we will meet. All provided, but I can't take you nowhere yet. Got these cancer welfare checks, couldn't cross the Lennox line. They whoop my ass every time I try. Ambiguous with the light brown skin. I'm like you, I kept telling them, even if you don't believe me. When the cops come, they still beat me. Rossi and the Cotton Hill, that's where my homeboy got killed. Everywhere they tried to show my moms. Damn, time I ever thought to grab a gun. Shit, when y'all was learning violence, see I was learning violence. Y'all was learning violence, I was learning violence. I'll find you through twilight and Baldwin Hills. When it's dark, I'll light you. I promise I will fulfill. When nothing's wasted, moments graces. Still my heart. When you're lost, I'll find you on the south side of Inglewood. Sentinella Hospital, where I was born to die. There is, of course, as long as it don't get too gentrified. And God will waste no gas on travel. My corpse will be like ghetto cattle to catapult across the street to that same old cemetery.
When you're lost, I'll find you. When twilight ain't far, when it's dark, I'll light you. A promise I will fulfill. When nothing's wasted, moments races still my heart. When you're lost, I'll find you. On the south side of Inglewood. On the south side of Inglewood. On the south side of Inglewood. Thank you for listening.
Please, huge, enormous, immense, insurmountable, ginormous thank you to all the bands, the activists, the local vendors, everybody that came out today. Worn Thin, Beauty School Dropout, Oxymorons, Kel Nashi, and the Queen. Thank you to Syra. Thank you for everybody being out here today. Anything that you spent today, any dollars you spent, went to local and very important charities, all chosen by the vendors, all chosen by these bands. Understanding that you hold power, even if it's with your dollar, you make choices every day. Thank you for making the right ones. We appreciate you.
What you try to be and what you want to be. I'm just trying to keep it real with ya. What you gotta be and the reality. So let me tell you about the real shit. And there's a part of me that's been trying to be part of a person that the fuck with God. And in society, never wanted to be. Never put on his bullshit. Take back enough when get made the trust. Don't write my news. Why I ain't enough. Take back enough when get made the trust. Don't let me rest. Don't want See, I want to believe everyone's on me. So tell me that I want something. Tell me that I want something. Just when you're dead out of control. So tell me that I need something. Tell me that I need something. Everybody talk about peace. They ain't giving none of it to me. Everybody talk about that. They ain't giving none of it to me. Take back your neck when get back the truck. Don't ride my neck. Why ain't nothing? Take back your neck and get back the truck. Don't run me wrong. No one else there. Tell me that I want something. Tell me that I want something. Whoa. Thank you. Honestly, this thing is really fucking heavy. I swear, nobody here could do this. I'm telling you right now. It's like the sword and the stone. I'm that motherfucker. I'm him. I'm that boy. I'm just playing. There ain't shit in this thing. It's super light. It's like a wheelbarrow. It looks hard though, huh? I was like, damn, that nigga's crazy. He's so strong. Can you see Eric? No? That's fucked up. Look at that. Well, you know what? This is like a conceptual. It's like a piece, right? Me and Stevens, you can see us now. You know what I'm saying? People of color, we putting up the walls. You know what I'm saying? We putting up the. I'm just playing. This shit is live stream out here talking on some dumb shit. I'm just playing white people. Just fucking with you. Look at me. Look at me, man. My mom's from Scotland. What the fuck am I talking about? I'm gonna move this thing. Hold on. Don't nobody trying to help me. It's too heavy. Brian, I'm telling you. Brian, can you take this back? Thank you. I love you. Whoa! It's because he's my counterpart. That's the only reason he can do it. Shit. Okay, like I said earlier, we did this shit, right? And when I say we, I mean everybody here. There are no bands without these people. There are no bands without people supporting bands. So thank you again. I don't know how many times I can say it, but this is crazy that we even get to do this. So we try to make sure that we talked about a lot today, and we have time to talk about it. Recently, we had some more mass shootings in our country, and I'm not here to tell you the answer. I don't have the answer. I don't know what the answer is, but I do know that the manner in which we are acquiring firearms, the manner in which we are allowing people with minimal checks, many diversions around laws that actually give full and adequate checks for people that are getting these firearms, they are not working. The frequency at which we experience these shootings are the highest, some of the highest in the world, especially for a quote-unquote developed country. We have to take a look at ourselves and ask ourselves why, because, like I said, I'm not here to tell you what I believe necessarily, where I fall, what I'm subscribing to, but I am asking people to challenge these atrocities. When people die for no good reason, and a man claims to do it because of the way they look, because of where they descend, this man, and whether you want to believe it or not, said he was targeting Mexican people. That's why he went to that's why he chose where he went. I am not asking you, I don't know how many times I can say, I'm not asking you to subscribe. I'm just asking you to look at the facts. This is a fucking problem. No matter how you look at it, it's a problem. 6-year-old children, parents were dying covering their babies from bullets. They went to shop that day. They did not deserve to leave this earth the way they left this earth. I come from gun culture. Like I said, I'm from the hood. I get it. I understand different ways to look at it. But there is only one way that I believe that we can tackle an issue such as gun violence, and it's to pay attention when it increases, when it is more frequent, and when our people are dying. Please, I know I just took the mood way down, but the truth ain't always pretty, and I'm just asking y'all to pay attention. Figure out what you think, what you feel, and maybe together we can figure out why. But we can't be dying the way we dying. From the hood to malls in El Paso to fighting overseas, we can't be dying like this. It is not fair. So thank you for letting me talk my shit. Thank you for being here. This song is a song we released about this very issue. We hope that you we hope that you're willing to have that conversation.
Killed with guns. 7 of them are children. Portland, Las Vegas, Orlando.
And it saddens me, it is painful to add more cities to that list. But in honor of those slain, we all got Did you really think that we was gonna let this shit go? Did you really think that we wasn't fit to explode? Hey, pull the trigger, again, shit, pull the trigger, again, shit, pull the trigger, again, shit, run, motherfucker, run. Yeah, I'm trying to flip the script. You act like it can't be done. Cause 17 bodies now, your conscience must wait on top. Did you really think that we was gonna let this shit go? Did you really think that we wasn't fit to explode? Yeah! Pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, run, motherfucker, run. Pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, run. Hey! What? Now you went on that! The man got that! You went on that! The man got that! Pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, run, motherfucker, run! Pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, run, motherfucker, run! The trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, pull the trigger, again, shot, run!
Discuss particular systemic or socially engineered construct at every moment that I am not singing, but I am here to acknowledge it. And I think it's very real. I experienced it, and that's the thing, you can't take away from me, Stephen, or Eric, or yourselves, what you experienced. Nobody can tell you otherwise. That's your experience. And it may be a rough one, it may be a beautiful one, it may be in the middle. Because that shit is yours. Do not let them take that away from you. They will try day in and day out to take away from you what is yours. Do not let them do that. If you need a place to feel these things, if you need some way to believe in these things, we hope that this thing that we're trying to cultivate is a place for you to feel these things. And I know y'all was watching. I know you came to hear music, and we're gonna play music. But this is a once in a very long while opportunity to talk to people, look at them in the eyes, share energy, and talk about shit that means something to us. Thank you for letting us talk our shit. Thank you for making us feel safe.
Our homeboy Peter came up earlier and he talked about having to do some time, and how when you try to integrate back into society, it's hard. I understand that, Peter. Like I said, I have very, very personal experience with that. And also I want to talk about people that we lost, and send a lot of energy and love up to Wallace Hightower, my homeboy from home, that had his life taken from him over some dumb shit. in front of my mama's house back in Inglewood. We must, we gotta do better. Black people, Latinx people, Asian people, white people, women, men, society, indigenous people. We have to do better. I am done getting calls from home about my homies that are no longer with us over some dumb shit. We must take care of each other. We are all innocent in our own right. This one goes out to the innocent. Thank you.
Dominic, I see you, baby. I see you shining, baby. This one goes out to Chico from the 9-0 hood. Now get up! Hey, hey! Oh, yeah! Yeah, yeah, you think I know? Wide eyes got a narrow scope. And you think that they know not to shoot a man while he on the floor. That's why these youngins, they run before talking. Police, cause they know the deal. See, young Trayvon Martin has just left the market with candy and got his head healed. No more excuses, we must refuse it. Silence is useless. Won't live innocent. They tell a story. Star-spangled glory. This is your warning. Won't live innocent. Wrong left. Wrong left. Won't live innocent. Go. Hey, hey. Oh, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, eyes of the law do not look anything like my own. See, I can see clearly now that the old baby is gone. Yes, I did go head up with that contract. Do me like Rayo Rahim. I looked at the judge and I fear for my life, and I pray that you'll do the right thing. No more excuse, we must refuse it. Silence refuse it. Won't live innocent. They tell a story. Star-spangled glory. This is your warning. Won't live innocent. It ain't what you are. It ain't what you are. It ain't what you are. I see you, my brother. Oh. Hey. Oh, boy, boy. Watch out, shine.
No more excuses. We must refuse this. Silence is useless.
Wrong left the answer. They tell a story. Star-spangled glory. This is your warning. Wrong in the innocent. Wrong left. Wrong left. Wrong left. Wrong in the innocent. We're the one. You believe it. We're the one. You believe it. We're the one. You believe it. Hey! Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. For those of you that don't know what the 333 stands for, it's actually for the 3 C's: community, charity, and change. So today you are very much a part of those 3 things. And we are very blessed and honored to have you in creating this space. Thank you so much. Red motherfucker coming in. Red motherfucker. Red motherfucker. Red motherfucker coming in. We're gonna take you out. Gonna take you out. It's the first knockout process. We got. We got. We got. We coming in. We trust no poison blow. We trust no poison blow. They keep on serving us while they're protecting you. We coming. We coming. We coming. Now we coming. We coming. We coming. We coming. We got. We got. We coming in. We coming in, motherfucker. One motherfucker. One motherfucker coming in. We're gonna take you out. Gonna take you out. It's the first knockout process. Cut. We got. We got. We coming in. Where are my people from? 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 Poughkeepsie! We got! We got! We got! We coming back! We got! We got! We got! We're gonna take you out. It's the first knockout process. Cut. We got. We got. We coming in. Thank you for tonight, Poughkeepsie. We appreciate you. Worn thin, beauty school dropout, oxymorons, Kaunashi, Syra, Fever 333, hey boy, Darkside Records, The Daily Grind, Coffee Shop, Hudson Valley Tattoo. I was just going to say, Skate 4-5. That's what we're here to do. Our friend Jasmine's right here. Do you want to tell them what you're doing? Do you want to tell the... Did they hear her earlier? Did they hear Jasmine earlier when she was telling what she was doing? Okay. You can do... Oh, I said them first. Right, everybody? Can you back me up? See? Niggas want to call me out. They say, hey, you can do this too. Not in like a cliche way or whatever, but you actually can do this too. You can make an event simply by telling people that you want them there, simply by expressing a love for your community. You can make these things happen. Change most often starts locally, and if you so choose, it can be global, but we want to make sure that you focus locally. Because that is one of the best things you can do for yourself and your people. So you could do this shit too. I swear this is the most I've ever spoken in between songs. So if you come to like another demonstration, I won't be talking as much. But we got the motherfucking world right here. So, hey, can you show these people? Can you show the people that came out where the cameras at? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shouts out to these people right here, you know what I'm saying? We're not gonna do an encore because we don't have lights. So this is gonna be our last song. Thank you so much for being here tonight. Appreciate you. Now, hey, those are the murderous ones, killing my people for fun. That's what they do. Live is a hazardous time. Born with too much melanin. We never rest. Live like the candlelight do. Cannons in battle as so. Don't fuck with you. We show you how to act true. Damn white and blue. Damn white and blue. No, you can't keep us. No, you can't keep us under you. No, you can't keep us. No, you can't you can't keep us out of your thought. Out of your thought. Do you feel the pain in our voice? That's why we're murderous boys. This ain't just nice. Play with them toys like they toys. Shows like we ain't got no choice. Such as the source. Hop in the Cadillac ride. How would you hang out the side? We never had. This why we do what we do. That white and black. That white and that white. Ah! Oh! Yeah, people study your thirst. Pull off your thirst.
No, you can't keep us. No, you. No, you can't keep us. No, you.
No, you can't keep us. No, you. No, you can't keep us. No. Can't keep us out of your thought. Whoa, yeah. Whoa. Can't keep us out of your thought. Can't keep us. No, you can't keep us. No, you can't keep us under your thumb. You can't keep us. No, you. No, you can't keep us. Keep us under the you can't keep us. Keep us under the you can't keep us. No, you can't keep us. Can't keep us under the Poughkeepsie!